Hello, I wanted to share my biggest why exercise. All of us have a why we do certain things or why we want to get in a certain position within our job, especially when you're working for corporate world. And we have a big why as to what kind of foods we eat. Well, my biggest why for exercising way back in my 20s when I first got married was I wanted to stay attractive for my husband. So he has no reason to go look for somebody else or perhaps even, look at somebody else in a same way as, I want him to look at me as, just beginning of a relationship. And another why was that I wanted to have kids. And I knew that I didn't want to struggle or not able to lose all my pregnancy weight. And so I started exercising before I even got pregnant, right after I got married, before I got pregnant. So I was able to exercise throughout whole pregnancies. Well, I was able to manage all my weight loss from the pregnancies, which I'm glad. But let's take a scenario. Let's just say if some of you guys are exercising to lose weight, like maybe your goal was to lose like 10 or 15 or 20 or even perhaps 50 to 100 pounds. Well, once you lose that weight, like 90% of the people, they don't continue to keep exercising. I mean, unless they went through like a very extensive amount of, transitioning within their body and their mindset. But most average people, they don't continue exercise once they have met their goals. So my why now is so different than my why back then when I started exercising in my 20s and 30s. Well, now that I'm over 30, my biggest why is from the lessons that I have learned. When I was certified medical assistant for 33 years, I was able to observe and witness a lot of people as they got older that they were losing energy, they could hardly walk or move. Some of my patients couldn't even comb their hair or even put their clothes over their head. And they didn't even fall either. But I realized biggest things that they did not do is exercise. So they managed to stay busy. They have to stay busy. They have to cook, they have to work, they have to mow the lawn, clean the house, vacuum, all those things, dusting and all that, right? The things to keep your house clean and outside of your house, keep it clean or trimmed with the, yard work and all that. But they do all these different things to stay busy, but they did not specifically exercise to keep their muscles toned up and stay strong. So a lot of the patients, when they got older or perhaps even after they retired, they ended up spending most of their time, instead of going on vacations and spending time doing what they enjoy doing, they ended up going to doctor's offices and even the hospitals, emergency rooms, or even assisted living or nursing homes. That's not how you want to end up with your life as you get older. And that's the reality. You have to exercise to save money and to save time, and also to have a good, healthy mind and your physical body. So my why has gotten much bigger than when I was in my 20s and 30s, and my why for exercising has more meaningful. So, like a couple of months ago, we just had our stairs replaced from carpet to wood floor. And before we even had a chance to lay down a grid to keep us from slipping down as we're going down the stairs, I fell down really, really hard. I mean, like to my tailbone. So I was stepping down and I went, like there was like 14 set of stairs. And I was so, my tailbone was so sore. I think you might have seen my videos in the past where I was sharing that. Man, it was really sore. But you know what? Because I exercised all those years, yeah. I mean, I was sore, but I didn't have to go to the doctor. I didn't have to go to the hospital. But some of the people in their like even 30s or 40s, something like that happened to them, they would have been laid up weeks or even months flat on their back and spending all kinds of money that they don't even really have on doctor's bill. Sure, a lot of us have a health insurance, but then you also have to pay like deductible. So my deductible is like $3,000 a month. And I get high deductibles on purpose because I know that I stay healthy by exercising. And I rarely use my high deductibles I have to pay. So that is one of my biggest why I exercise. So if you want to save time and money in your life and also to gain like natural energy, because a lot of people take like supplements to gain energy. Well, I don't take any supplements to, gain energy. Only thing that I do drink is like ginseng tea. That's what I drink every day instead of drinking coffee. But I drink ginseng tea every day. I take my vitamins and I try to eat right. But my biggest why is that to stay toned and stay healthy mentally and physically. So I hope you could find your biggest why that you want to start exercising if you haven't started, or continue to exercise if you already have that habit of exercising daily, because it is vital, must, because I want to be able to cook my own meals, be able to drive safely, and be able to continue to exercise even when I'm 90s, as long as the day of or day before I die. That's my biggest main goal and biggest why, because I don't want to end up in a nursing home or assisted living. I don't want to depend on my kids to take care of me. I want to be able to take care of myself. And for able to do that, I have to do it for me while I still can. What happens if you skip meals? Like skipping one meals a day, no big deal. But skipping like 3 or 4 meals, how many times you eat a day, and you do it for like 2 or 3 days, even a week at a time, you'll notice the big difference as to how you feel, your energy level. You end up with a stomach ache, headaches, migraines, you name it. But if we skip exercising like even a month at a time, or sometimes even a year, especially when you're young, you don't notice the big difference. But as you get older, if you haven't exercised for like 10 or 20, 30 years, you'll see a huge difference. So I hope that you will start exercising, and you have to have a big why, otherwise you won't continue. And you don't have to have like expensive equipment, or you don't have to have a gym, you don't have to have a gym membership. Now some people, have a gym membership, join the gym, whatever, for different reasons. But again, if you don't have the biggest why, you won't go and use that gym membership that you pay, whether it's $10 a month or $100 a month, whatever it may be. So just get in a habit and adopt a daily routine to exercise and realize what is your biggest why you're exercising. Again, I wanted to remind you guys and to myself, my biggest why is to save money and save time. Because if I'm laid up, because if I'm sick due to different reasons or from a fall, I'm just wasting my time for while I'm healing, right? And so trying to prevent before big things happens, like big fall happens, or before you get really sick. Be sure to click the link below, because I teach people how to make money, invest and diversify your own money, and also I do videos on saving tips and money in the kitchen, sometimes in the gym like this. So I have to get off this video so I can start exercising. Follow me on YouTube channel, subscribe it, it's free. I didn't know that, but when I found out, I just like to let you guys know. For some of you guys didn't know like me, but most of you guys, I'm sure you knew that. A lot of things that I don't know, I'm still learning, and I don't mind. I love to learn new things. See you later.